looking for, if you're in a relationship, if you're looking for somebody to settle with, if you're looking for love, let me know. That's the CAR woman, you gotta look for it. But if you don't find a CRA, for some reason you find a C and doesn't have a or R, that's gonna be an issue. If you can work around those things, good luck to you. But if you cannot, I advise you to not start the relationship, because if you do, it's gonna have a problem, because the CAR women are the best women. They are Christian because they believe in the higher power hierarchy, and they're appealing. They believe in fitness. They believe, they watch their weight, and they're realistic. So they don't live in the fancy world. They believe in realistic. So what's gonna happen, and everything around them. And today we're gonna talk about a Reddit story. That's a person that's looking for for thoughts or advice. But we're gonna see what the story say. My wife is very attractive and is obsessed with CrossFit. So basically, this right there, we got a very problem. So if your wife is very attractive, what does that mean? It means attractive to you, is attractive to other people. So what's really attractive to you? That's make you attractive to her. That's make you really attractive. So that's one thing, is she hidden specific. And what's the attraction? Is that physical aspect or mentally aspect or whatever, or she is fit, like mentally or stuff like that. But CrossFit, I advise saying he say CrossFit, I think you talk about like a fitting aspect. That means she is appealing, she fit the criteria of the A aspects. Appealing, she wear her weight, she exercise, she wear the food, she take a walk, go to the gym and stuff like that. Those are the specific. So he has the A part, like she qualified for the A part. So let's see, dig into it. About 9 months ago, my wife 25 and I 26 started going to separate gyms. So there's another problem right here. Okay, if you're married 9 months ago, I know there's at least take it about 6 months to a year to guys spend together to build up that foundation, and then to cultivate that relationship, to know each one another, and then for there you got has to fall in love, stuff like that. So basically, I admire that for 9 months, 6 months. But after you get married, guys, please, guys, if you fresh newlywed, there's a lot of emotion going on, there's a lot of hormones going on, and that person is very sexual appetite can be very high at that point, between 6 months to a year. So basically, I advise you, if you want to do stuff together, do that. But that is the second mistake, is a separate gym. So basically, I advise, he went to one gym and I figured out she went to another gym. So that's a big problem now, because what happened is a lot of things can happen. For example, she can say she go to the gym, but she never does. Do you have proof from that? No. And second things that happen. So what does that mean to go to the gym? Did she go to the gym to talk to guys? Did she go to the gym to work out? Or does she have a family plan? Or does she have a personal trainer and all that stuff? And then you should be in contact on that. You should be in track with that. I don't see to be a stalker, but at the meantime, you should be aware of the environment where she go to on her schedule, and go with her at the same time, because sometimes if she go early in the morning, the teachers there's less guy out there. And also, if you're earlier in the morning, also the sex drive is very high as well. She can, for example, if she wanted at night and then you were too tired, and she go to the gym in the morning, and then she feel like kind of horny, and then next thing you know, she probably pop out to the guy that usually go to the gym over there. So let's go more into it. Recently, she started making friends with her CrossFit people. That's my point. So basically, when you're not around, that special someone is not becoming a special anymore, because now she find time to take exclusive herself from the relationship, to hang out with other people that's out of your lead, that's out of your projector, that's out of your reach. So basically, she become, especially if you're not really fit and she just start the journey, she become more attractive to the people that become fitness, that's more helping her advance in your level. So basically, you downgrade yourself, and it's gonna take a matter of time. That's why you see so many story that woman over that guy, and as you know, she had a personal trainer, and then she's with the personal trainer, and next thing you know, she's also part of with the membership gym, and then she become part of every guy she involved in the gym. So she began getting numbers via group text, invite to places, etc., and so on. So basically, that's my point. So basically, when you're not in control of her in and out, and you're not in control what's going on, you're not in control what kind of workout she's following, that's the liberty you give to her to get numbers. Remember, guys love girls, so that's something that guy cannot fight with. Even though you show some skin, you don't show skin, they love girl, especially if you are motivated to burn the fat and then to look out yourself, to make yourself look good and the shape and the beauty. Or guys gonna go after that, especially if you already have that curve and then trying to sharp that curve. So basically it's gonna be more attractive and more appealing, and a lot of people are gonna go for it. If her attraction was a 7 when she met you, like you said, during the marriage, she's very attractive. When she started to work on and go to the gym, her attraction become like an 8 or a 9, because what happens is more guys gonna draw to her, more guys gonna see her fit, and the attraction that you have for her, more guys gonna get involved in her circle, and then she's not stronger minded and she can fall for it. So basically that's why the C part is make a big part, the Christian part. So the Christian part, usually the person that's prayer, the person that's is not spiritual, because people confuse Christian as spiritual and religious. Spiritual is person that's believing in a higher power and the manifestation. Religions is person that follow rule and regulation. Wherever, for example, there's a Catholic that has regulation and stuff like that. But Christian follow Christ. Christ like is mean like there's stuff you cannot do, that your eyes cannot have to be protected, your ears have to be protected. You don't go places that's temptation, so you can protect yourself, because you know you're gonna have accountable to God when you die, and then you feel sinful when you go to places that's supposed to go, and then when you look things you're not supposed to look. So that's the C part. So she has an A part, but so far I can tell she not have a C part. So that's mean that's already a loss for him, because the C part is one of the major things, especially on those days, because a lot of women don't go to church, a lot of people don't read the Bible, people don't pray, a lot of women doesn't even know what is spiritual, what is Christian. They don't even know. They just live like for themselves. They are self-centered. They don't sacrifice on the higher power, which is God, which is the creator of everything. So and then that's why she able to fail for it, get a few numbers. And when she started getting numbers, and then group test is a wrap. So that means she went on dates. She having a lot of options right now. Her group extended, so she can have, for example, from where she can have 10 people look at her, now she can have 20 people, and then she can attract more guy going to the gym, because one time come the guy can come like, hey, it's my first time going to the gym, and then she spat her, and then so you know the guy's gonna talk about the friend that she made a nice girl, she's hot, and then more guys gonna come to the gym to check her out, and then so you know in the dilemma you're gonna be in trouble, because now I don't think she's gonna have time to work out, because even though she's going to work out, a lot of people gonna look at her like she's very attractive, and then next thing you know, the one thing lead to another. And then that's what happened. Group text, invite to places. Now she can go around because she's beautiful, she's fit, and now her friend can show up, can show how pretty she is, and then her friend can tell that other man that they catch a good one, a fit one, a hot one, and then other friend that's other girlfriend or the wife gonna be jealous of her, because she's able to at her age 25, no, she's still young but she's hot, and then a lot of girls gonna be jealous, and then the guy gonna take her advantage of that, even though she's married, but they're gonna take advantage of that, unfortunately. The guy say, I feel like she sort of developed a part of her life separately from me, and I'm not used to it at all. This part I digress, because you already know what's going on. Because when a woman starts separating themselves from the relationship, for spending time with you, that means she prioritize something else, that which is not you. When a woman prioritize something else that's not you, that means what's gonna happen? You downgrade. That's a breakup already starting. If you were married, she already starting to plan to sneak around. She already planning to have a new guy. She already planning to process divorce. It's just a matter of time. It's a matter of days. It's a matter of hours. Because at this point, she's mentally unavailable. That's why the C part is very crucial. When C part is crucial, when a person is Christian, because they're mentally connect with Christ, and they know they have to submit to the husband. They know there's things not to do. For example, there's a fornication, there's adultery. They're not supposed to. I'm not talking about people who go to church. I'm talking about a person that's really involved with Christ, with the Bible, and understand the fundamental of the spiritual level, the fundamental of the Christianity. Those are the part. So they're not really, even though they're mad, they're not really detached from the relationship, because they know that's the foundation. If they do that, their mind gonna feel guilty, and they don't want to get married again. They don't want to end a relationship, so they try to do their best to work out their relationship regardless what's going on. So that's why the C part is very crucial. So at this part, I think the relationship is over, unless she want to sacrifice something, or he want to go involve in her schedule and then try to work things together. When they will go both to work out together, and then he visit the area where she go around and then work out. Now he can have an idea what kind of environment she's in, and then now from there he can enjoy whether she want to keep going or not. But regardless, if she find out that her husband and come to the gym, she can always contact those guys, and they say to not show up, so that's insecurity and the group checks, or she got to go to the bathroom. She can say, my husband's coming up today, and that's when the guy ignore her, and then when you gone next day, and they got doing the thing. So that's why happen. So since she's separate from the relationship, that means she's not available, mentally not available. That means that you already an option. That means you already replaced either for a new hot guy, so, or for the best bodybuilder, or some new hot friend on the block. So basically, you become an option, not a husband. Let's read it. Particularly when I know some, not all the people she talked to at the gym are single guys. This guy set up himself for failure right now, because single guys are a recipe for disaster, because they don't care. They have high urges, and second of all, they are free. Lastly, they are free. So basically, they have money, they look better, and then they like. You remember the fork beating apple? That's why women looking at when they are married, they look at some guy that is single, that's hard as a body, and it has the money. They feel like that guy is a forbidden apple. So basically, they want a piece from the apple, even though the apple might choke her and kill her, but she still want that taste, even though she aware of that. So that's another loss, because if you know some of the people that they go to the gym and then is single, that's mean that they are flirting going on, and some flirting going, especially in the gym, and then there's probably touching. When they touch break, and then she like, and then she don't say anything, next thing you know, you might go into kissing and so on and so forth. And then by the time you realize it, she probably not go to the gym no more. By the session she go to the gym, she go to the guy spot. By the time you think she go to the gym, she probably hang out. And the next thing you know, it's not become a gym appointment, it's become a hookup appointment, it's become a one-on-one hardcore appointment. So that's the point it is. So basically, when you see that, is it time to sit down and talk. Is the time, even though you know she's not gonna listen, but at least you have that talk, and you have that energy. You already spend that. You try your best, and you talk to her. Don't talk through her, but talk with her. Make sure she understands. If she doesn't understand, as women do, especially when their eyes is already focused on something, you already ahead. You already see her mind, where her mind is, and you can escape easily. And there is, you're gonna protect yourself, you can protect your asset, you can protect your option, and then you can plan yourself out. I don't recommend people to get divorced, because divorce is a no from the Christianity. But at that stage, if you call her, try to see if you can call her for infidelity. When you catch her for infidelity, according to the Bible, you have a pass to ask her for divorce. But there's another side from that, because when you ask for the divorce, if you marry to another woman, and then you don't ask God permission for that, now you become adultery, you and the person you're married to. So basically, that's a twisted part between those two. So be careful when you in that relationship. That's why CAR woman is very important. Christian women are them that praying, not born again Christian women. Born again Christian women are the most dangerous women, because they're not really, they tell themselves a lie. For example, first of all, how can I be born again version, you cannot be virgin twice. That's already a deception the devil put on the head. And second of all, she wants you to be worshiping her, but instead you should be able to submit to you, which is the first law of law, because the God said, woman, you should submit to your husband, not a man, not the single guy at the gym, to your husband. And she break that vow. This is where the C is important. Not the appealing. The appealing can attract any guy you want. Any guy she wants, she can guy. But the point is the C part is the one that's gonna keep you, since you're gonna have moral and standards, and that's lead to the righteousness. That's where you're gonna protect your image and you protect your family. Let's keep reading. I overreacted the other day when she was hanging out with this group at the pool for longer than I was expecting. Oh, really, my friend? Really? Hang out in the pool? So that's mean that the guy want a piece of meat, and then they trying not to hide it at this point. I think they're trying to be in public, so they invite her to the pool so they have the touching, and then now she can compare you for the husband from the other guy, and then she gonna see which one is the best fit for her, because she's not at this point, she's not really sure which one to pick. She's confused, in confusion mode. So basically that's why she invite the husband and the new guy she's talking to see which one is best for her. And the husband is better shape, she can go with the husband, but she have the guy on the back just in case something happen or she get bored. But if she not getting bored, and then the other guy keep her interesting, and then she compare you to you, and then the other guy happen to win over attractiveness or appealing, this is where you're down for. This is where the end of the relationship will go, because remember, she's not Christian. And the realistic is that she's not supposed even to go to the pool with the guys. She's supposed to go to the pool with you, not the guy they used to hang out at the gym. Because remember, the guys that hang out at the gym, they probably the F boy with her. That's why she want to go with them, because she's trying to spend time with them, but use you as a tool to go on to spend time with them. So basically, when you ask her why she's going out like that, she gonna say, well, I always will be with you because you're here. How can you tell me I'm not spending time with you? But in reality, she trying to be a both sides. She trying to say not to say no to the guy, and also trying to spend time with the guy, and also trying not to say no to you, and then try to make sure that you okay, that she's doing something righteous. But at the end of the day, she's just being sneaky around, and then have her fun, have that cake and eat it too. So that's a double standard. That's a double side you can look at. I felt seriously jealous for the first time in my life. You're not jealous. That's called you feel remorse. That's mean you feel bitter. That's mean you feel something that tasting good, something that's spicy, something that's good in your, but that's not good in mouth. That's hate taste. So you don't like that taste. That's how you say jealous. But you mean that you feel something that's not right, and something that's not right. When you smell something that's not right, that's probably mean it's already happening. So if it's already happening, I would advise you to get out there. Do not stay, and for you to feel like you're dumb or stupid, because at that point, if you stay, they're gonna look at you like you're weak. But if you feel like you overreacting, so that's where you lose everything, you all the credit, because she gonna see like you're not fit minded. But another way around is that she's the one who's not fit minded. She's the one who's not really respecting you. She's the one who doesn't value the relationship. She's the one who destroyed the relationship. And then she's the one not being realistic, because there's the other part. This is she's not being realistic, because the reality is that you spend time alone with your husband, not the husband and the F boy at the pool, not your husband with the CrossFit guy at the pool, not the husband with the friend and then hang out. This not happening. You spend time with your husband, except when you go to work or go to shopping, or your girlfriend experience standard. So those are the time you're supposed to separate from your husband. The girlfriend experience depend on if you want to shop with for example, your sister, your NC. That's what I'm talking about. Not to go to the club, not to go to do road trips or like that. So this is the R part, is the realistic, because she's not being realistic on a relationship. She's about to step aboard and then she about to cross over, and then nowhere to return once that happen. And then once that happen, it's mean that the relationship is already broke. The risk is that the risk is that your relationship is over. And then on that point, try not to be emotional, try not to overreact it. Granted, I was also invited, but I was busy that day, so I couldn't go. Oh, that's the L. Take the L, because what happened is at this point, the group feel like either you're intimidated by their look, or the girl feel like betrayed because she wanted to have friend to show their friend that how you look, and then she can compare you to them, but she not showing up. You prioritize your work over her. She gotta say you never there for her. And then next thing you know what's gonna happen, the time she probably go and then just have to just sneak in and then say hi and then see the hot guy and then go home. At this point, she mad, and then she feel like you put as other thing, she can go around. And then if she was only flirting and then texting, at this point is taking a level. Now she become vulnerable, and then this is where a fair step, and now she gonna be kissing, this gonna be touching, this she gonna be like all over there, not all over the guy, not because she probably don't love the guy, but because she's mentally hurt. When a woman is mentally hurt, that means she's mentally available. That means she's vulnerable. When she's vulnerable, a lot of guy can go around her easy. A lot of guy can get her easy because she is the one that's not fixed. She's the one that's not focused. She's the one that's not stable, and the guy can play with her anytime, anywhere, any moment. It doesn't have to be to the gym though. It can be across the street. It can be the neighbor. It can be at the job, because you didn't take time to go there. But at one point, you could tell her the reason why I don't go there is not because I was busy. What was the reason we were busy? Busy doing what? Was you busy fixing the house because something emergency going on? I understand. But remember, at this point, she think like you already end up the relationship. She think that you already find something else. She think that you doing the same thing as she's doing. And what is that? This is cheating, because she knows that this is what she's doing when she goes to the gym. Talk to the guy, lead them on, text them, hang out with them, and then next thing you know, go back home. But you cannot hang out with her, because she will think like now you have another girl on the side, and then now she not valuable at your eyes, and then now she gonna go around, and then now she find her excuse not to do the same thing, even though you're not doing that, but she find the excuse to do that. So basically she gonna find a way for you to make it more hard for you to build that relationship. That trust you have in her in a relationship, that trust is gone, because she now have another eye for somebody, and this is where you're gonna be a lot of hurt. And I don't think this model relationship is not working. First, there's the C part that's missing. If it's the Christian part, she's not submitting, she's not looking for the happiness of the husband, or seeking for a spiritual strong mentality or strong bond between the husband, because that's why she go to the gym separately, and then she go to a schedule that's already not fit the husband. That's what I thought, because usually when women like that is sneaky, they know your schedule, and then this thing, and said, since for example if you're working from 8 to 4, and then she know you're available after 4, she gonna plan the schedule on 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock, because she knows you cannot make it. And next thing she know, oh, you never there, but sure, your schedule is finished at 4, but she gonna schedule at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and next thing you know, you stuck. When you stuck, you cannot go there. Next thing you know what happens, she have an excuse for you to leave that relationship, to blame you. That's a mind game. She blame you, and then if you fall for that trick, you're gonna feel guilty. But the thing is, she already know. She just making you the bad guy. Since then, things have been awkward, and she want to go to a couple therapies. Thoughts? Okay, I already go to that, so I already tell you what to do. So basically, when a woman asks for couple therapy, it's 3 reasons. First reason is that she already have somebody in mind, that she already aware of that the person will probably agree with her, or probably take her on side, make you feel like bad. Second of all, the relationship is over. She wants you to make sure that you are the one to blame, that you are the one mess up, you are the one that's walk away. And three, she want a reason that not to for her to feel better, so she can go around to the next guy, so it repeat the cycle. So basically you are in a bad position. But it's only 9 months, so this is why sometimes if you can marry a girl that's young, which is really 25, which is perfect age to get married. 18 to 27, that's the perfect age. I'm saying 16 to 27. Some people get married 16. On the Latinas community, they will get married at 16. That's what I say 15 años. So basically, I understand that part. But if you meet that woman and then she doesn't value that relationship after 9 months, and then I believe on that point you need to have a kid. So you probably, if you have some issue going on before the marriage or toward the marriage, you don't discuss everything. I don't know how long you guys been dating before the marriage, or how long you guys been together, spend time after the marriage, and how long you been knowing each other. There's a lot of things unknown. But at that point, if you spend 9 months together, and then you should get an idea about each other, and then you should be able to build that relationship even further, because you're fresh in really well, and then you're both vulnerable at any moment. And people are looking at it, people are looking for it, and people are gonna strive over it, and they're gonna come and gonna start trouble, which is looking for a one night stand, a fun time. Any single guy would love to have a fake cross woman just to have fun with, even though she's married. They're willing to take that risk, because what happened is you're 25, your energy, you're full of energy, you look good, and on top of that, the other guy that's not her husband, doesn't have to commit to you. The other guy doesn't have to propose to you. The other guy doesn't have to stick around. All he gotta do, stay high, do his part, and then walk out. That's all he gotta do. And you, in that point, you become like an outsider, or looking at like what's going on. You lose your woman, you lose your relationship, and you will lose everything, because when the divorce kick in, you can lose your money. So that's why that's why you have to look for the a woman, the Christian woman, which is spiritual, looking for God presence, who pray with you, who pray for you, who care about you. The A was appealing, what her eat. She doesn't have to go to the gym to work out. She can work at home, and then take a walk with you, and something that watch her weight, what she eats, stuff like that. And they are realistic. That means she's being real to you. She's not faking it, and she's 100% with you. And then she's not really bored. She's not spending time with you and then listening to the other guy. She's not sneaky, and she keep up well with you. But it's very rare to find those things. And then if you find it, congratulations. But on that case, in your case, you find only the appealing part. You don't find the Christian part. You don't feel like the realistic part, because she's not real on the relationship. And this is my thought for you. If I was me, in my case, in shoes, I would tell you to don't even go to the therapy. Just sign, go to the divorce paper. Even though she blame me afterward, just tell the friend that she bring her on with the gym with the guys, and then you don't feel like that's a good idea, and then that's why you break up the relationship. And then they say, they can say, oh, you don't have a proof, but the proof is that I find out that her schedule doesn't match with me, or what she said. So I don't want to guess, I don't want to find out what's going on, or which guy she was involved with. So at this point, I think it's a wrap, and especially she has for two couples